Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm watching Black Christmas from 1974. This was recommended. It was in the poll, but then also a lot of people were saying if you want a scary Christmas movie, watch Black Christmas. Not the newest one, not the remake, but the one from 1974. The only thing I know about it is it takes place either at a sorority house or it has something to do with girls in a sorority. And it takes place during Christmas. So nothing. I know nothing. And because it takes place in the 70s, I'm expecting it to kind of be a little bit more, not like on the gory side, but a lot of blood. Like I feel like maybe it's like the original slasher film or something, but I'm expecting there to be a lot of blood. Splashes, pools, bodies drenched. Not necessarily blood, guts, broken bones, not torture gore, but just your fun slasher gore. So I'm kind of going into it blind. I'm looking forward to it. I still think I'm a wuss. I still need the sauce. So maybe I'll have more fun as I go along. All right, guys. I've got nothing else. Let's get into it. House lights off. Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels like a Saw movie. I miss the Saw franchise. But I feel like I'm ready to move on. It feels like 1974. I actually kind of dig it. I feel like I'm watching vintage, like a vintage horror movie or vintage style. Margot Kidder. That's the only person that I think I recognized from the cast list. She was Lois Lane, right? The original Lois Lane? Michael Rappaport? The same one? How old is he? So this has to be the sorority house? Ooh. Is this POV? Oh, the breathing is creepy. He's gonna climb the lattice, isn't he? I mean, I guess I'm assuming that it's a man, because I don't know very many women that breathe like that. That is a creepy attic. Maybe this isn't a sorority house. Maybe the new one takes place in a sorority? I don't know. That's why I shouldn't guess. I'm normally wrong.
Mom, hang on, I can't hear you. Operator, I can't hear.
Wow. Landlines.
No, operator, I still can't hear.
This is so creepy. And the curtains and the carpet scream 70s. I mean, it is a sorority house.
Hello?
They either have really bad connections or they're really bad if
It's him again. The Mona.
they're really hard of hearing. Is that a cat? I'm excited about the cat.
He's expanded his act. Could that be one person? No, Claire, that's the Mormon Tabernacle Choir doing their annual obscene phone call.
Or was he killing somebody? Why wouldn't you just hang up? That's fucking creepy. No, thank you.
Oh, why don't you go find a wall socket and stick your tongue in?
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, it's the very normal I'm going to kill you for me.
I really don't think you should provoke somebody like that.
Yeah, Barb.
But you know, that town girl was raped a couple of weeks ago.
Darling, you can't rape a townie.
What does that mean you can't rape a townie? So I think I'm establishing that I don't like Barb.
Hasn't she had enough trouble fitting in here without you getting at her all the time?
Come on, I know a professional version when I see one.
What does it matter? Oh my gosh, I really don't like her. I do feel like this is Margot Kidder being Margot Kidder, though.
Where have you been?
there gonna be a jump scare? Please don't let there be a jump scare. Or a creep scare. Oh. I have like a sixth sense. Like I can feel when there's eyes on me. Yeah, like that would be me. Like scanning everything. I could just sense something was off.
Is that you, Puss? Kitty?
No.
Who is it? Claude?
I'm actually more concerned about the cat than I am the girl.
Who is it?
That's a crazy cut right there. I really like how they're like using the light and the POV kind of one so we can't see him, but like the shadow disappearing. Kind of really a cool way to make a movie. I'm impressed for the 70s. Not that they were bad at making movies, but I didn't know that they were that innovative.
Before booze.
What's in the book?
There you are.
Sherry. I feel like I grew up watching people drink out of pint bottles a lot in movies, that I thought it was like cough syrup. I don't know. It's just what it made me think of. I think that's something you need to hide in a book, though. It's really pretty.
Jess, it's for you. It's him.
Nothing's the matter. I just want to talk to you.
Why don't you tell me now?
Because I want to talk to you face to face.
Is she pregnant?
I love you.
I know. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not I love you too. Yee. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. I work in a dental office. Don't brush your teeth like that. Don't brush your teeth like that. Is it necessary to hide it though? Like, who's coming to search her bedroom? I mean, that's essentially like Listerine. Probably just happier.
Jesus, I wouldn't wear this to have my liver.
Claire?
Claire ain't home, girlfriend. What a horrible way to die. Creepy. Very creepy. So, all the lights will be on tonight when I go to bed. I'm gonna make sure all the closets are closed. Probably go to bed with a knife under my pillow. Thanks, guys.
You see, I was supposed to meet my daughter here at 1 o'clock. Her name's Claire Harrison. Do you know her?
Claire Harrison? I just don't know, Mr. Harrison. Her clothes are all packed and ready to go.
I love her. I love her. Express thyself indeed. That's me as an old lady. 100%.
I didn't send my daughter here to be drinking and picking up boys.
What does he think college is?
I didn't send my daughter here to be drinking and picking up boys. Tough shit.
I like her. She's a drunk, and she has bad taste in alcohol, but I like her.
These broads, the leaning tower of Pisa, if they can get up there.
Claude? Here, kitty. Oh, God damn it, Claude, you little prick.
I enjoy her. But now I'm worried about Claude. Ah! Oh, she's still in the house? Oh, she's in the attic. Oh, he didn't take her out?
I'm pregnant.
You don't want it.
No. I'm going to have an abortion.
You
can't make a decision like that. You haven't even asked me.
I wasn't even going to tell you.
The 70s, the 70s, the 70s.
I want us to have a baby.
Ew.
Don't you ever consider anyone but yourself? Why don't you just get out of here?
Yeah, leave that dude behind. Peace.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hell, not again.
Just hang up.
What your mother and I must know is, where did you put the baby?
The wrong number.
What your mother and I must know is...
Creepy.
Bottom, don't drink their salt, for God's sake. Eureka.
This woman. Mm. Back when hockey masks were badass. Creepy, but badass.
They didn't take it seriously.
Why?
I don't know. I think they figured she was shacked up somewhere.
Okay, so I don't think the boyfriend did it. That is intensely bad. You having a hard time, isn't he? Good. I don't like him.
Yeah, well, is it really so unusual for her to be just a few hours late, Mrs. Quaid?
He looks familiar.
You're a friend of Claire Harrison? Yeah, I've been taking her out.
Does this take place in Canada? The I take her out kind of gave it away.
There's a certain species of turtle that can screw for 3 days without stopping.
What is wrong with this woman? I mean, it will take his mind off of his daughter missing.
You think that I drove her away? And if she's dead, you're gonna blame me.
Way to make it about you, Barb.
You think it's my fault, don't you? You've been implying it all afternoon. Barb, you're drunk. Go to bed.
Although I think that's Margot Kidder in her natural state, yes? I don't think he owns that piano. Mistake. 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 No, 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 no. It's not the piano's fault. You suck. And your pullout game is weak. It's a really interesting shot because it wasn't, like, you didn't hear breathing, so it wasn't a point of, or it wasn't a POV shot.
And I just want to tell you that I'm going to go to my sister's for the holidays, so I might not be here.
Well, shit, she's gonna die. He's just sitting outside the house. Creepy.
Lollies, always.
This woman in her sherry. She keeping that company in business. Oh, no. Although I would hope that my cats love me enough that if I died, they would come sit on my lap.
Claude, 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 Claude.
You know cats can't answer, right? Wait, is he somehow in the house? I don't want her to, like, get her head chopped off or something. He's gonna hook her? So I'm guessing that was Peter that was outside, and he's been up here the whole time.
God damn it, Claude, I'm going to have you fixed.
Get your teeth fixed.
Hey!
What a crazy cut. Okay. Wait, what are they screaming about? Well, we know it's not Claire. Just hang up.
Why are you doing this?
Obviously somebody who's lost his noodle, but... Is his name Billy?
Stop this.
They're entertaining the phone calls way longer than I would. Granted, I know it's for a movie, but... See, I love how they play with the light and the shadows just to create a creepy feel. There's some really quiet stairs. God, for the love of God, Peter, you dipshit.
Sorry I was late, Peter.
Yeah.
Claire Harrison is missing. I was out with a search party looking for her. Yes, hello?
Didn't he just accuse her of only thinking about herself, and then now she's thinking about another person and he's pissy? You narcissist.
Jess, what's wrong?
I'm pregnant, I don't love you, and you're a dick.
Found murdered in the park.
And that.
What? I'm quitting the conservatory and we're getting married.
I want to marry you.
I like her.
What about the baby?
She already told you what she wanted to do with it.
Don't you think we ought to look into it, Nash?
How do I know this guy?
No exchange?
Yeah, Felicia.
Nash, I don't think you could pick your nose without written instructions.
It's really not that funny of a joke, but laugh on.
You're talking about killing our baby as though you were having a wart removed.
Now can you see why she doesn't want to marry you?
Let's get one thing straight. You are not going to abort that baby.
I think you better leave.
If you try getting an
I
abortion...
said get out.
You're going to be very sorry.
Hi, Peter.
Grab your coat, you worm.
Are there any other phones in the house?
Yes, the house mother has a line.
Yeah, but it's another number and there haven't been any calls on it.
So that's probably going to come into play, the house mother's phone.
We've got one of our men in it, so you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, sure.
She ain't wrong. Oh, I do miss 70s vehicles, though. Those were cars.
Just know Claire is dead. I can just feel it.
That's pretty traumatic. Why do I keep hearing a dog barking? I don't know if that's relevant, but I keep hearing a dog barking. Creepy. Oh, the breathing. I'd go get like a poker or a unicorn. I think that's how she's gonna die.
Oh, easy, relax.
You'd think if a kid was just killed in the park, they wouldn't have kids out doing Christmas carols. Just saying. It's very Children of the Corn looking, right? The kids singing make it a lot creepier, actually. I knew she was gonna get killed with that thing. Oh. So creepy! I really dig the way this is being filmed. Like, I thought it was going to be a slasher, kind of gory blood all over the place, and that is not what's happening.
Get them into the car.
Yeah, there's a killer on the loose.
There was a little girl murdered over in the park tonight. Your phone's ringing.
Well, get off her porch. She'll answer it.
Hello?
It's so weird to see them do, like, landline shit.
Who's there?
The call is coming from inside the house.
Just like having a wart removed.
Oh, no. That's what Peter said to her. But it can't be Peter. What is going on?
I'm not letting no son of a bitch trespass on my land in the middle of the night.
He fired on a police officer.
You're goddamn right. I do it again, too. You're going to get the gun up your ass. Sideways.
Okay, the old guy's funny.
I can't believe Peter would do this. He's so gentle most of the time.
I really don't like Peter, but I really don't think it's him.
Oh, look, Peter, don't cry. We can straighten things out. There's nothing to get so upset about.
You want me to trace that one?
Yeah, try and get it.
Right.
How I feel about the baby.
How can he be so attached to a baby he, like, just found out about? Peter's definitely sick, but he's not the killer. The shadow just appearing in the background.
He's very high-strung.
Neurotic, maybe?
Narcissistic?
Yes, he was here. He was at the house tonight when the first call came. That's right. It couldn't be Peter. Phil, it couldn't be Peter. He was here.
Unless it came from inside the house, but it's not Peter.
You want one aspirin or two?
Two, please.
Okay.
Ah! Whose face was that?
Sorry to scare you, miss, but we're with the search party.
Try not just appearing in a window.
Wondered if you'd seen anything peculiar tonight.
Well, not until you got here.
I'd
I'd rather face the killer.
No, seriously. Do you realize this is the only door and window in this whole house that's locked?
100% I'm checking all my doors and windows, even though I know they're already locked. Freaking out.
Barb, are you awake?
No, not Phil. Yeah, Peter, you're not looking too good. He's a classic narcissist. There's no way he could be the killer. But it doesn't look good for him. I'm gonna feel really stupid if he is the killer, though. I don't even know what he's doing, running around. Have we got it on the radio?
Phone company's on the other line, sir. They say they got a trace on this one.
Yeah, let's have it.
He says the calls are coming from number 6 Belmont Street.
Inside the house!
Nash, you got it wrong. That's where the calls are going into.
That's where they're coming from, too, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. See, I called that. But there's a reason why that trope exists, and it's probably this movie.
Jennings.
Oh god, is he dead?
Jennings.
Oh, that was really bad makeup effects.
Nash, be calm. Don't tell her that the guy's in the house. Nash, if you blow this, I'll kill you.
I'd be so terrified to answer the phone at this point. I'd probably for the rest of my life. Just PTSD. Never answer the phone again. I don't like talking on the phone to begin with, so it works for me anyway.
Miss Bradford, this is Sergeant Nash. Now just put the phone back on the hook, walk to the front door, and leave the house.
Okay.
I'll get Phil and Bob.
No, don't do that, Jess.
He should yell at her.
Yes.
That's gonna
The
calm her
caller
down.
is in the house. The calls are coming from the house.
Jess!
I hate him. I hate him.
Miss Bradford.
Oh, you're fired. How long do you scream before you walk out the door? Yes. Poker. 20 minutes ago. But get the poker. Warm that shit up, too. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I feel like, I'd want to be a good friend and make sure my friends are okay, but I also might just run out the front door. Oh! Don't back out. Get ready to stab.
It's me, Billy. You tell what we did, Agnes.
Oh, good for you. Do we see him? Are we gonna get to see him? His eyeball was scary enough. Oh, there's a basement now. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. The lack of music is disturbing. I feel like I'm scared. Oh, God. Fucking police siren scared me. God damn it. Oh, that is a great, creepy way of filming. Oh, of course it's Peter. Billy, just kill him. Please don't be the same person. I'll feel really stupid. Oh, God! Fucking psycho? Okay, maybe it is him.
Jess?
Why would he think Jess is in the basement?
Jess, is that you?
No. Or it is.
Jess?
Or it's Billy.
You in
I
there?
don't know what's happening right now. Could it be Peter? Do they have the same type of eyeball? Is she gonna end up killing him? And he's not the killer?
Jess, you had me worried. What are you doing down here?
Oh, God, the sirens keep getting me. Is Peter gonna get framed for it? They're gonna use light for the reveal. Oh, oh no. She's dead too?
Jess?
Oh.
I knew it in my gut it was that kid.
I don't think it was. I really don't think it was Peter, though.
Suffering from shock. We have to get him to the hospital. Can you get us a car, Nash?
Are they gonna leave her alone and then she's gonna get killed anyway? So he's still up in the attic? Oh, they don't know about those bodies.
Me, Billy.
So the dad didn't even know Claire was dead. And we never even get to see his face? Wow. It's getting louder and louder and louder. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Great recommendation, guys. I like, so there were like things obviously that pulled me out of the movie a little bit, like the landlines and like them trying to like trace the call was very involved. Definitely, obviously this movie was made a long time ago, and calling the operator was normal, and then like having a phone bank or whatever that's called. I don't know. I don't know how phones used to work. I have no clue. But the fact that it to trace a call like took several minutes, and like the guy had to frantically race around to figure out like that kind of built a little bit of tension, but it was just kind of like at the same time I was like, this is slightly annoying. And it's only because of modern conveniences. I think that like quite frankly, um back in the day it would have built the tension. It would have built a lot of the suspense. because that was very much the norm. I was surprised there wasn't more like blood and like slasher effects. I would say that the ones that I did see, they were like a pinkish red, and because I have worked in makeup effects, it didn't look good. But I'm glad that there wasn't a lot of it, so there wasn't really a lot to pick apart. You know, they used the methods of killing very well. You know, like you could imagine the hook going through the house mother. I forget what her name is. I really should look up the names if I'm.
Hey guys, I even looked it up and I still fucked it up. It's Miss Mac, and I continually call her Miss Harrison. That would be Claire's mother, whom we are never introduced to. I was accusing her of being a drunk the entire movie. Maybe I need to lay off the rosé. So, sorry.
So Miss Harrison getting like the hook through the neck, you didn't visually even have to see it. You could imagine what that looked like, what it felt like. Her little feet just going nuts. Like I'm sure it was painful. Um, you know, you slightly saw Claire get suffocated, but then like the reveal of her in the chair, I think, is more powerful than the actual death itself. Um, Barb, not sad about that. Margot Kidder playing Margot Kidder just wasn't pleasant, so whatever. Peter dying again, whatever. Uh, but I definitely like I didn't believe for 1 second that it was actually Peter. I kind of was like doubting myself a little bit because I was like, well, maybe it is, or maybe they're throwing me off. But I really didn't think so because he's a classic narcissist, and most of the time they're not this involved in something like that. They're going to kill somebody like with their own two hands, like in a fit of rage, but they're not going to like have multiple personalities and make phone calls and have a big show of it. I like that we actually never saw the killer's face. Maybe his eyeball. So technically, we saw part of his face, but it kept a lot of the suspense up because you didn't know who you were looking for. You don't have to have blood and guts and splashes and just like the reveal of the police officer in the car with his neck slashed. Horrible effects makeup, but effective, and just you didn't have to see him killed. The reveal was enough. The screaming on the phone, and the multiple, I want to say multiple personalities. I'm not sure if that's what that is or if he was reliving a trauma. Something was going on. Agnes and Billy were having a hard time. And something about the baby. I don't know if it's Jess's baby. I don't know if it is Agnes and Billy's baby, but there was a baby that Billy was kind of going on and on about. Like, it wasn't just heavy breathing and weird voices and screaming. Like, sometimes there was pig noises and there was the snorting and the like the coughing and the wheezing and the I don't know, the beginning with the point of view and the breathing. What a brilliant way to start it out, because it already lets you know that there's somebody looking into the house. Like, it's not like all of a sudden somebody goes missing and then you find out later they were killed. Like, you know, he's right there. We're starting. I tried to Google whoever played Patrick was Michael Rappaport, and the Michael Rappaport comes up, the one we probably all know, and I don't really think that that was him. So it's weird because it shouldn't be that common of a name. So it either was him and it didn't look like him, or it completely wasn't him. I do like that the poster for the movie is Billy with the hook and just the one eye reveal. Still don't know what he looks like. Still don't know what he looks like. Oh, I was gonna look up John Saxon. I knew John Saxon from somewhere. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Who did he play in that? I don't really recognize any of the other films. I guess Wes Craven's New Nightmares. That has to be like a Nightmare on Elm Street sequel. Did I see that? I don't know if I did. Mitchell. I can't believe I know John Saxon from Mitchell. and I only know Mitchell because of Mystery Science Theater. I can't believe that's how I know him. I'm dying. I'm dying. If I know that man from the movie Mitchell, which is a very obscure 70s movie, but it was also from Mystery Science Theater, that's how I watched that movie. I'm just dying. I'm dying. Anyway, back to the movie. I really loved the use of light and the shadow and kind of like the creepy aspect of it. The use of sound and no sound. Like there was more of an effect even at the very end of just hearing the winter wind and a dog barking and then the phone ringing. And it gradually kind of got louder. I think that even like the end was still fantastic filmmaking for it being the 70s and kind of filming it in this kind of like artistic genius sort of way. I really dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I wonder if the other ones, because I know when I looked it up that there was like a 2006 and a 2014, 18, something like that. So there's two newer movies, which I'm sure the era in which they were released probably influenced the way people were killed, and there's probably more gore and maybe a little more horrific or a little more zany of a way to kill people. As I know, like with every remake, they have to one up the last one just so they can stand out. Which I don't think this one should have been remade. I think it was great. Miss Harrison and her damn Sherry issue. The Sherry business is suffering because Miss Harrison is gone. That woman loved her alcohol. Damn. I do think that it was a little weird that Peter showed up and knew Jess was somehow in the basement. I was like, why would he have looked at the basement windows? Like, they never showed the basement at any point in the movie until she went down there. So it was a little weird that, like, he's like, Jess, is that you? Like, there was no light on. There was no silhouette shining through the window for him to see her. So that was a little weird for me. I don't think that was well thought out. I think it was just kind of a way to get Peter to look guilty. Which it worked because I was like, the only way that he would know she was down there is if he were the killer. So that's when I started doubting myself. But now that we know he didn't kill her. But I do wonder if the girl at the park was killed by Billy. Or are we calling him Billy? Is his name Billy? I'm going to call him Billy. But did he kill her too? The relationship between Jess and Peter seems pretty toxic. I'm sure he behaves that way all the time. So as much as I liked Jess, not a smart girl, not a good choice. And maybe I'm too modern of a woman to watch this movie comfortably. Because I was like, kill him. I don't care. Kill that dude. But I'm still kind of stuck on the end. I'm still really stuck on the end. I thought it was like really great, like suspense still, even when the credits are rolling. That he's still in the house. And we don't know what happens to Jess. I jumped on the wiki just to make sure there wasn't a sequel, and I actually read that 2 weeks prior to the movie coming out, there was an attack, a double murder at a sorority house, and the killer who killed the two people went over to another bedroom and attacked two more girls and was later identified as Ted Bundy. The 70s were terrifying. I don't know if it's because we only got the bad news about the 70s, but it just seems like the 70s were whack. No wonder people wanted to be on drugs. I get it. They just wanted to deal with anything else but the world. Kind of like now. It's neither here nor there. Thank you guys for recommending this to me. Actually, I was kind of weary about watching a 1974 film. I was like, oh, it's going to be old. I wonder if I'm going to be engaged. I was in it. I was like enjoying it thoroughly. I was really enjoying being sarcastic about a lot of the stuff that was going on because that's just who I am. But I really like this recommendation. So Good job, guys. I will be reacting to Christmas Vacation later on this week. I'm gonna try to release them around Christmas Eve and Christmas because I know a lot of people don't really have families to be with sometimes, and I know that sometimes I look for fresh reactions or something to watch when I'm by myself, whether it's for Christmas or whatnot. But I know sometimes people just need a little something fresh to watch when they're by themselves. So if you are by yourself, I hope that you enjoyed this and just know that you're not alone. Or maybe you are. Check your closets and your windows and your doors and your garages, under the cars, the attic, the basement. Check them all. Make sure there's nobody there. I'm sorry. I was trying to be very endearing and sweet, and then it just made me think of murder. Merry Christmas. I'll see ya.